This is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Cancer, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, do your reading, and then clarify it. Just wanted to also let you know that my channel will be changing for the better. I will be doing live readings when I'll be having guests on here. I will be doing a lot of different stuff, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for returning to see my videos. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get started. Cancer, let's see what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Cancer, 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 Cancer. All right, so let's do this. Cancer, why is this is for Cancer Spirit for their highest good. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Wow, nice. So you have vast vistas, expand your horizons. So really try something different. I feel like you need to be more spontaneous. I feel like you need to be really flexible to open up to more different experiences. You know, try not to do the same thing over and over and over. Really try to change it. Think out of the box, okay? Even traveling, like I feel like there's some kind of traveling here that you may want to be doing, or really try to do your best to do that, okay? Wow, think out of the box, you guys. You never know what can come across. You also have unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Wow. So also this is a clarification that I feel like you're definitely in the right place, in the right path. If you thought that you weren't supposed to be here, you are supposed to be here. You are exactly where you were supposed to be. This is written in your book of life, so definitely you're here. All right, so let's do this. Cancer, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. I used to always think that when I was, I always, like when things would happen, I always used to think, wow, am I really supposed to be going through this? Is this really real? I would always say that, but now that, I've done a lot of healing and really look at things differently, because you do, finding a lot of answers and stuff like that. I've learned that, yep, this is my path, whether we like it or not, this is the path. But the path that we go through, the things that we go through is because we're supposed to learn from it. So, yeah. All right, so Cancer, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Cancer Spirit. One card for the current, for their highest good. One for the situation. One for the past or now. One for what you need. Oh, what's hidden. What you need. The hopes and fears. Let me move that here. What you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Interesting. All right, so definitely you're changing a lot, little by little. There's a lot of stuff that you're about to go through. Changes. You're going to go through a lot of changes. I feel like you need to keep your hope and your faith, but I feel like you're going to really try to balance everything out. Definitely a lot of changes here, you guys. A lot of changes going to come through for y'all, so be ready. Wow. All right. All right, so you start off with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is talking about, really still angry, having that anger within you, that frustration about everything that has happened, like, whatever is in the past or what has happened in your life. You're still frustrated, you still can't get it to where, you're still holding on to that, gosh, I can't believe that it happened this way. Can't believe they think who they are, I do feel like there's a lot of frustration, a lot of anger here. And also arguing. I feel like something's going to come in like to argue. I don't know what that is. We'll see what the cards say. You have the Two of Cups. There is a decision here that you're definitely going to contemplate very soon. I feel there's an offer coming in. I feel like you could be waiting on an offer also. Wow. We'll see why it's here. You also have the High Priestess for the past or now. Really, I feel like it's now. I feel like you need to start trusting your inner power. Your trust your intuition, trust your what it says, what it does. Really open up your intuition also, because these are gifts that you have that a lot of people do have, and everybody has it. They just don't know how to open it up. So really trust that gut feeling that you have, that to make decisions, to do the things that you need to do. Um, I do feel like it's now. You have the devil card and what's hidden. There's some patterns here. Maybe you're feeling stuck, or maybe you're feeling like you can't move forward, or something is keeping you back. Maybe there's some kind of pattern here that you continue to do. Falling back into patterns. There could be so much here. We'll see what the cards. I'm also getting the key. Like, you're the one that holds the key to these patterns. It's up to you to let this go. Wow. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords here for the hopes and fears. The Knight of Swords is definitely talking about like really fast energy, but I feel like you're very strong-willed on the, on this. I feel like you need to really slow down. Try not to race ahead of things. Like, try to make quick decisions or jump into things. Really be careful on how you're doing that. Um, I feel like you have a lot of ideas that you're rushing on these ideas, and you got to really take it slow on that. You have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is in the what you need to do now is definitely talking about looking for the answers, being very more closer to your spiritual side. Wow, that is nice. I like that. I feel like you are going to be receiving that. You are blessed, like divinely blessed. That's nice. I like that. Then you have the Eight of Cups. Leaving something behind. There is something here that you are definitely going on, going on a different path, the spiritual. I feel like also too, there's a spiritual path here for some of you guys, that you're opening up to your spiritual sources, your spiritual side. And I feel like there's something here about that. We'll see. Um, Definitely a lot of changes that are going to come through. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. There's an end of a cycle that's trying to come to a close, but there's things that you have to go through, things that you're gonna do. Feel like your luck is changing for the better. The wheel is turning in your favor. There's justice here, but I also feel like there's like the world is turning, like karma is here. Like, maybe you still have to do. There's still some things that you still have to do, like, because I do feel like you're holding on to this anger. The devil card is here. There's just a lot of things that are going on. So let's see. Take what resonates with you, Cancer, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here for Cancer? All right, so you do have the Lover's card here. You have the Five of Swords. Like I said, the Five of Swords is, anger, frustration, frustrated. Maybe there's something here about your relationship, or maybe you're wanting a significant other. I feel like you need to have better communication with whoever you're involved with or you're trying to talk to. I feel like you need to really be careful on how you're communicating. Okay. There's a big thing here about your communication, like really speaking better, like really getting your point across. I feel like also to trust the process on everything that's going on. Okay. I feel like you need to, like, if you feel angry, try your best to leave that anger behind. Follow your heart also. I feel like you need to start following your heart, listening to your intuition along with your heart. I feel like if there's something here that you need to, like, you want to put out, I feel like it's time for you to put it out. And I also feel like you need to trust your intuition, okay? Because your heart and your intuition are really big, right? But you need to follow what you want to do, what it is that you want to create, what it is that you want to put out there. It's like follow your heart. Like, you got that card, Vast Vistas, right? It says think out of the box, right? Really, it says expand your ideas, or expand your horizons, right? So, following your heart, like, what is it? Do you want to take a trip? You know, really try to do it. You know, put it down, start looking into it, you know, do your research. Whatever it is, follow your heart, okay? You have the Two of Cups here for the situation, and why is the Two of Cups here? All right. So, you do have the Six of Pentacles here, the Nine of Cups here. Wow. Okay. So, I do feel like there could be some kind of decision that you are making here. I feel like there could be also an offer coming through. I feel like you need to try to leave the worry. You know, there could also be like, you could also try to balance your emotions here. But I do feel like there is a decision here you're contemplating. I feel like, you know, you're looking to see how you're going to make this money. I feel like an offer is coming up in, and it's going to bring you some kind of resources, like the material success that you're looking for. Um, I also feel with the Nine of Cups here that, you know, really have gratitude for even the smallest things that are coming through. Okay, really step back and see the accomplishments, really see everything that you have done, you know, to get to this point, you know, because I mean, it wasn't easy. You had to do something to get to this point, you know, before. Just look at everything that you had that you didn't have before, and now that you did, and be grateful for it. And they're wanting you to, they're saying, you know, be more flexible in the things that you're doing. Okay, really be more flexible. Really find your confidence in everything that's going on. Also, um, you know, but be content. Like stop being so mad that you can't do this or you can't do that, but enjoy what you did do have, like the, you know, the accomplishments that you've been doing, the achievements that you've been having. You know, you weren't like this like 6 or 7 months ago. You know, things have changed for you. Wow. And I also feel like there is some kind of abundance coming through. I feel like there's going to be an offer that's going to make you something that's going to bring you more material success. You have the High Priestess here for the now, the hopes. I mean the past or now. And I do feel like it's now. I feel like you do need to trust your intuition. I feel like you need to trust it more. Okay, if you haven't, trust it. Trust that gut feeling that you're feeling. Um, you have the Devil card here, and why is the Devil card in what's hidden? So with the Devil card here, Cancer, I do feel like, you know, there could be something that's been keeping you stuck. You know, maybe there's something here that is keeping you from moving forward. You know, maybe you're doing kind of like the same pattern over and over. And I feel like you need to really change it. Like try to be spontaneous and change it. I feel like you need to try to leave um, this Devil card behind. You know, like really leave the patterns behind. Really look at your choices and how you're doing it. You know, I also feel like with the Eight of Cups here, I feel like there's going to be like an upgrade in your work, like some kind of promotion. I feel like you've been working very hard and that you're very consistent in your work. And they're asking you to continue to be like that, but to leave these old patterns behind. That whatever it is that's keeping you stuck, you know, that really take a good look at it, you know, because it could be habits, it could be the things that you're doing, you know, maybe you're overly spending, maybe it's just something that's just keeping you from moving forward. Okay, so it could be patterns, repeated cycles or repeated patterns. But definitely, your hard work definitely is going to pay off. I also feel like there's a promotion here coming through, like more pay. Something's going to come in, because you also have all these other cards that are pointing to it. With the Queen of Swords, you know, really stand your ground, really speak your truth about everything that's going on. You know, if there's a situation that you don't like or it's something that's been going on, really, really look at that. You know, really speak your truth. You know, stand your ground about everything. You know, don't let anybody bring you down, you know, or think that you don't deserve anything, because you clearly do. Okay, you've been working very hard in the things that you're doing, you know, and it is going to definitely pay off very soon. um you have the Knight of Swords here, and why is the Knight of Swords here for Cancer? Wow. Okay. So, definitely be careful on how you're doing things. You know, you do have the Knight of Swords here. And like I said, the Knight of Swords is talking about fast movement, try not to rush into decisions, okay? Because I feel like you're at times you're not really seeing as clear as you should be. That's why they're asking you to trust your intuition. That's why they're asking you to go within because you do have the Hierophant card here. Really, really be careful on how you're doing things because I feel like you're at times you really don't see as clearly as you should, okay? Um, and it could be because you have the moon card. I feel like you also too that something could be clouding your intuition also. So that's why they're saying like, go outside, ground yourself, or just clear your energy. There are a lot of different ways to do that, okay? But don't rush into any decisions because I feel like at times you're not seeing as clearly as you should. Don't rush things, okay? Really take your time with what you're doing. And also too with the seven of wands here, I feel like you need to let other people help you. I feel like at time you become defensive very quickly, and I feel like you need to really take control of that. Um, I feel at times you always have to protect yourself or stand up. I feel like you need to stand up for yourself. But there's somebody here that needs to that you're always like being very defensive at times, and you got to be careful with that, okay? Because not everybody is out to hurt you, not everybody is out to get you. And that was a personal message for somebody. But for everybody else, I feel like let other people help you. Really stand your ground and really stand up for yourself. With whatever it is that's happening, that's going on in your life. I feel like you don't let anybody belittle you or bring you down or take away that light from you, okay? Because you don't need that. And let other people help you. You have the Hierophant here. And why is the Hierophant here for what you need to do now on the card? Wow, okay. So the Hierophant is here. I feel like you're looking for some kind of answers because there's definitely been an ending to something. It could have been a painful ending, could have been, a career, could have been a relationship, it could have even just been a friendship, but there's definitely something that has come to an end or is going to be coming to an end. And I feel like it's been hard. It's been hard for you. Could have been very painful, hard. And I feel like you're definitely looking for answers. And I feel like you really are looking and searching for answers, and I feel like you will get the answers that you're looking for, but you need to go within and clear that energy because some of you guys you stay in this energy. You want to see the answers, you want to know why, you want to understand why everything happened the way it happened, because you do get this card right here, and this card is saying you are exactly where you need to be, and remember the story that I told you. You question it. It's like you question it. You want to know why me? And this is why this card pops up because you are definitely looking for answers, and they're asking you to really take the time to go within. I also feel that there's a blessing trying to come in for you guys. Also, you do have the Knight of Swords here again, and like I said, you're definitely going to be moving forward from all this, but try not to rush it, okay? Because you need to go within and really clear that energy. Because I feel like at times you're really not seeing as clearly as you should be, and you need to clear that energy. You do have the Eight of Cups here, and why is the Eight of Cups for Cancer? Oh my card! Wow. So things have definitely really changed for you. You have the Eight of Cups here, and there's something here that you're going to be walking away from. Really trust on what you're feeling with the Page of Cups here and the Eight of Cups. Definitely walking away from something, something that wasn't meant for you. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be leaving obstacles behind. And I feel like also too, you're definitely going on a different path, going on a spiritual journey also for a lot of you guys, really trying to find those answers. But I feel like you need to trust what you're feeling, with the Page of Cups here. I feel like you need to really feel like you need to follow your passion, really pay attention to what you're feeling and why you're feeling like that. And I feel like it's time for you to get up and move forward and from it. Like enough is enough. Okay. And I feel like that's going to happen very soon for some of you guys, for somebody out there. Like, you're not going to take a lot anymore. It's like you've been staying there and been staying there and making excuses, and I feel like somebody is going to get up and walk away because there's definitely a lot of changes that are coming through. The death card is here, and it's not about just death. It's about like not holding on to those situations that were no longer for you, that are no longer meant for you. And that's what they're saying. This isn't for you. So it's time for you to walk away. It's time for you to leave this situation because it's no longer meant for you. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune down here for the outcome. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? My card. Wow, look at that. Wow. So definitely, that a cycle is going to come to a close very soon. And because there is an ending here, you are definitely changing and walking away from a lot of stuff. But, karma is here. Karma is here. The wheel is turning. Your luck is going to change for the better. There is a closing of a cycle here also. But I feel like you're going to leave a lot of stuff behind. And I feel like this frustration and this worry, you're going to leave that also. That no matter, even if you feel like that, you're still going to see the sun, because the sunlight, this is the best tarot card in the whole tarot deck. You're going to start feeling better. You're going to start feeling, like everything's going to be falling into place. You're going to be feeling good. The sun is going to literally be shining on you, no matter what. So just know that. But there is still a lot of stuff that you have to go through, Cancer. Really just take it easy and not rush into anything and stand your ground and really leave those old patterns behind. All right, so Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you next time. God bless.
If this reading resonated with you, please subscribe and thank you for watching.